I'm so excited for being here, and I'm so excited for being here because I'm among my people. Because I started off as a coach, been coaching for 4 or 5 years. Actually, I met Brian at a coaches training event in San Diego maybe 2 years ago or so, and I was doing a speaker training event and teaching coaches just like you on how to get clients, because speaking is the number one fastest way to attract clients. So how many of you want to make more money this year than last year? And how many of you want clients to flock to you instead of you having to chase after them? Great, you're in the right place, because the fact that you're here right now means you're committed to your success. My name is Eiji Morishita, and first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. You know, it's really an honor to serve you and to be here, because this is, to me, this is a gift, to be able to share what I know through my struggles, my challenges, and help people who help others. So it's really an honor. So I want you to just go ahead and turn to a neighbor, give them a high five, and say, "You are a world-class speaker." See, whether you know it or not, each and every one of you is a speaker. All speaking engagements, every time your lips move, it's a speaking engagement. Anytime you do a free coaching session, it's a speaking engagement. You're either attracting people to you or pushing them away. So I'm going to ask you to participate, because the more you participate, the more value you get. It's kind of like going to Disneyland. If you go to Disneyland and don't participate in any of the rides and don't check out the fireworks or do anything, how fun is Disneyland? It's not fun at all, right? I was actually in Anaheim speaking yesterday, and we did that. But there, you know, it's like if you go do everything, the more value you get. So let me share what you're going to get today. So why speaking? Well, speaking is definitely the number one. How many people have gotten clients from speaking yourselves? Take a look around. Take a look around. How many of you find that to be one of the easiest ways to get clients, because you're automatically the expert? That's the best way. And I'm going to share with you some techniques on getting more coaching clients. Wouldn't it be cool if each time you spoke, you got, even in a small group of 20, 30, 40 people, you got 3, 4, 5, 6 new clients, coaching clients? If you did that outside of speaking engagement, how long would that take, getting 5, 6 clients? Or if you did a weekend event, imagine having 10 to 15 new coaching clients in your mastermind group in one weekend. How would that be? Would that be cool? Yes? Good. So speaking, the best parts is you position yourself as an expert, you can charge higher rates, you can serve more people, get your message out. So those are some key benefits. Now today, this is for you if you want to help more people. This is for you if you want to raise your rates. This is for you if you want to make more money. And this is for you if you want to be an authority. And this is one of the key things that I teach, and I go deeper than other people. People talk about, how many of you heard speaking makes you an expert? How many of you heard that? I say skip expert, go to authority. And I love someone in here said, I help people with their individuality. And I love that, because one of the key components is the secret to your success is to define your uniqueness. What makes you unique in the world? Because when you define your uniqueness, your competition disappears. When you define your uniqueness, your former competition now become your referral partners. One of the key things I shared, especially with relationship coaches. Any relationship coaches in the room? Okay, perfect. So your best referral sources for relationship coaches are other relationship coaches, because there's like 20, 30, 40, 50 different types of relationship coaches. One is relationships on dating. Another one would be on intimacy in the bedroom. Another one would be communication skills once you have your first child. You know, there's so many. So most people say, oh, you're a relationship coach, so you handle all relationships. But when you become that specialist, the authority in that one specific niche that you've experienced, then you can refer other people. Because how many of you have coached people? Many of you can coach on many things. I know that, you know, because it's like many of you coach on many different topics. You can coach a lot of topics, but there's one thing that you're better than anyone else at. But when you coach on those topics that you're just good at versus great at, doesn't that kind of take away your energy? It's like it doesn't make you come alive. So those are some key things you want to do. And so today you'll learn 3 keys to clients flock to you and never have to chase clients again. I don't chase clients. I hate chasing clients. It was the worst. When I first got started as a coach, you know what they say, here, go talk to people you know and offer out free sessions. Man, it's like, hey, you know, I just became a coach, Bernie, and, you know, I want to give this free session out. Would you like to do it? And guess what was the answer? No. I couldn't even give free sessions away. I mean, I think I got all this value, but I can't even give it away. How many of you have ever experienced that? Isn't that kind of frustrating that you know you have this gift, you can change, and then there's people in your life that you know need your coaching. They absolutely need it, but you know the people who need it most are the least likely to receive it. So that's the secret. Stop focusing on who needs it and start focusing on people who want it. That's the biggest difference. So you're going to learn the 3 keys real quick. They're very simple. I'm very practical. And it's very simple action steps you can use. You'll learn the define, design, deliver model to your speaking success. And then last, you'll show how you can break through 6 figures in a year, weekend, or even a day. And here's the thing. I'm not a big PowerPoint person. And here's the thing about speaking in general. There's 2 different schools. There's PowerPoint, and then there's like flip charts. I use both. The reason why is there's positives of PowerPoints. If you're going to use a PowerPoint, you want to make it short on the words. Otherwise, guess what happens? They're taking notes. Your audience is taking notes, and guess where the connection goes? It goes right here. But when you do a flip chart, you still own the stage. So if you're doing something visual, PowerPoint. If you're not doing visual and you're teaching a lesson, do flip chart. So that's the main thing. You want to connect with your audience. So let me share a little background so we're not complete strangers here. So I'm an entrepreneur by trade. My family brought sushi over to America. Actually, my mom was the first. Oh, yeah. So, you know, I have a pretty good ratio. It's like the speaking, I spoke yesterday, but almost every speaking engagement, I get a good percentage. Usually, it's pretty high, like 60 to 80% of the room answer this question. How many of you like sushi? Yeah. Take a look around in the room. Raise your hands high if you do. See, it's like for some reason, I don't go seek out like audiences that like sushi, you know, but it just naturally happens. But I knew my great-grandparents started sushi early when I was little. They started in the 20s, but I had no idea until 5 years ago, once I started marketing and coaching my business, that we were one of the original founders of sushi. My mom was the first female sushi chef in the US in the 70s. And also in the 80s, we opened the first fast food mall sushi restaurant in Santa Monica, right across from Promenade, if you know the Santa Monica place. And so after I branded and positioned my family as an authority in sushi, guess what happened? Got on Channel 7, LA News, got featured in LA Times, New York Times, Canada TV. And also in Canada TV, you know, it got rebroadcasted in China. A friend of mine came up to me and said, Eiji, I saw you in China on TV. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't do any Chinese TV. What they did was they broadcasted the Canadian feed to China. You can't watch, I don't think you can watch US TV, but you can watch Canada TV. The cool thing is Facebook can't get in China, but I can. So these are actually photos. These are actually photos from our restaurant. But also I'm a speaker, trainer, and coach. Been coaching and speaking for 5 years. This is my brand, 6-Figure Speaking Secrets. I spoke on the stages of 7, how to build your 7-figure speaking business, and also 7-figure speaking empire. And thanks to Brian Trachel, he introduced me to Brian Tracy, who just did a big, huge telesummit. So really, all this stuff is great, but the thing is, you know, when I first started, you know, I really struggled, and just share with you my story. My mission is to end suicide worldwide. From my greatest challenge came my greatest gifts, and this is one of the things to help you define your uniqueness. From that, I learned some lessons, you know, and I attribute it to business. I understand and have compassion for those people who are stuck, who are depressed. And you as coaches, you know, you want the people who are really stuck there, they feel the same way as if you're depressed or suicidal. Number one challenge they feel is they feel they're all alone. Number 2 is they feel they're broken. Now, if any of you coach entrepreneurs, how many of you coach entrepreneurs? So, you know, entrepreneurs is an interesting bunch. You know, life is like a roller coaster, right? It's like this, like this, like this. And the thing is, when it's that down period, it's the same thing as being depressed. And the key challenges that entrepreneurs face, and when you can understand their problems better than they understand it themselves, that's when they see you as a solution. But the key problems that they see is, one, is they feel they're doing their whole business all by themselves. Two is they don't have a team to support them. Three is they lack capital. They don't have the capital to hire the professionals. They know what to do. They know what pieces they need, but they don't have the money to do it. And so those are some things. If you can solve those problems for your clients, that's going to be a huge difference. So I already shared with you, when I started coaching, got into coaching because I wanted to help people and make more money. How many people got into coaching because you want to help people and make more money? By a show of hands. And then, so that's a good percentage of coaches right here. But I struggle. It wasn't until I started speaking, the first time I spoke, right afterwards, I didn't even make an offer. People came up to me afterwards and say, how can I work with you? What can I do? Do you offer coaching? Do you do this? Do you do this? And so now it's like, oh, wow. Each time I speak, I get clients. For those who attend events and seminars, that's a gold mine to you. Even if you're not speaking at the seminar, go up to the mic and share. I have a question. Yes, hi, my name is Eiji Morishita, Six Figure Speaking Secrets. I help entrepreneurs get more clients through speaking. My question is, boom. After that, you get 2, 3, 4 people say, oh, you do speaking? Oh, you work with entrepreneurs? Another person, the funny thing is people hear what they want to hear. If you give out, they're attracted to your energy. And some people say, oh, I heard you work on relationships. No, I never said that. But you know, well, if it's a bit, yeah, but I can, but still, it's whatever they want to hear, they come to you. They're attracted to your voice. They're attracted to your energy of who you are. It's not the words you say, but it's where you come from. Do you come from a place of integrity? Do you come from a place of service? And so here's the model here. Define, design, deliver. So it's define your uniqueness, design your message so that you can deliver your gift. So this is the secret as far as building your practice as an authority. Number one is you got to learn how to define your uniqueness. So once you know what makes you stand out, then your competition totally disappears. And that comes from 4 things. It comes from your passion and everything you needed to know. Everything you needed to know, you knew the moment you were born. It comes from your passion. So this is, what do you love? What do you hate? And if you want to become an authority, make your industry better. Stop trying to fit in and start standing out. So look at your industry. There are things in your industry, whether it's coaching, whether it's in your field, in the corporate market, there's things in your industry that piss you off. True or true? And if you can fix those or be the solution and make the industry better, what pisses you off is a message to you to make it better. Second is, what breaks your heart in your industry? So what pisses you off and what breaks your heart. There are things out there. There's some injustices. There's some things out there that break your heart. It breaks my heart to see coaches out there who are great at what they do, but they can't get the clients to make a full-time living. It really does break. How many of that do you see people who are great coaches? Here's what really breaks my heart is because they can't make a full-time living, they have a false belief that they're not a good coach. They think that how many clients they have define if they're a good coach or not. Being a good coach, being a great coach, and making money are 2 different skill sets. But I mean, you know a lot of other coaches out there. I mean, doesn't that break your heart to see people who are great at what they do, but they just haven't figured out the money part? So that's why I'm here. The thing that pisses me off in the industry, in the training industry, is information overload. There's a quote that a lot of people quote me on. You may want to write this down. The world is drowning in information, yet dying of thirst for wisdom. The world is drowning in information, yet dying of thirst for wisdom. Be the solution. All right. So I know I have limited time here to get today, so I'm going to give you everything I got in time together. And if you want to see how you could take it further, just ask me in the back afterwards. So I'm going to give you a ton. This is actually a presentation, 90-minute presentation I did yesterday, so I'm going to paraphrase it and make it real for coaches, for the coaching market. So design your message. So your message, it starts with a beginning, middle, and end. But here's the 3 C's of message that all you got to do in your presentations. And I'm going to ask you to repeat it because this will go, I use accelerated learning techniques. And when you repeat it several times, you'll ingrain it into your subconscious, so you'll remember it a lot better than reading your notes. So the three C's of presentation is connect, contribute, continue. What's it say? Connect, contribute. Again. Connect, contribute, continue. Again. Connect, contribute, continue. Again. Connect, contribute, continue. Once more, twice as loud. Connect, contribute, continue. So those are the 3 C's. All you need to know is how to connect with your audience. Because one of my specialties is, have you ever met a speaker who is so connected to the audience, coming from a place of integrity and service, that in your mind you knew you were going to buy whatever they had even before you knew what the product was? How many of you experienced that? So that's what I teach. It's really all you have to do is if you know how to connect with your audience. Some of the ways you can connect is using people's first names. With name tags, you want people to, if you're running your own meeting, you want people to write big letters, name tags, so you could talk to people in the first name. So if I walked around and say, hey, and say, isn't that right, Scott? And the other piece is connect, eye contact. One of the biggest mistakes that speakers make is how you ever see a speaker and they're kind of looking over the crowd. Where's the connection? Connection's gone. Connection's gone. So eye contact and just hold for a little bit longer. And here's the beauty. Or people say, oh, you got to connect with everyone. You're not a sprinkler going, But when you connect, actually really make that eye contact. And here's the beauty. And hold it just for a few seconds longer. And when you connect with one, what happens is you connect with all. So write that distinction there. Connect with one, connect with all. That's a key distinction. The other big mistake that people make is there's always like maybe one person who looks really negative, their legs are crossed, their arms are crossed, even their eyes are crossed, and most new speakers focus on the negative energy in the room. Or if you ever spoken in front of like engineers, that's just how they look. No offense, but the thing is, analytical mindsets, they're processing. When you've had code with your clients, you saw them where they're processing and they're kind of like, look constipated, but they're just processing in their mind. And afterwards, the person who you thought least liked it, they come up and say, thank you so much. I got so much value out of it. You're what? I thought you're the one who was going to kill me or something, So connect, contribute. This is the value that you add. Add value. You want to teach in distinctions or sound bites. It's much easier to remember versus a whole bunch of information. When you teach in distinctions, this is like the anchor. And then you could hook on a story, hook on other lessons, and all you got to remember is connect, contribute, continue. You'll remember everything else. That's how you anchor in your lessons. And continue is simply, how do people continue with you? So for those people who want to continue, you must tell them how they can continue with you. That's a key thing. Because there are people out there who may even know what you do and what you offer, but they don't know how they could get more of it. So there's 3 parts of your message. Your message is, number 1, who you are. Number 2, what you offer. Number 3, how they can get it from you. That's it. So connect, contribute, continue. Are you getting value so far? Okay. Can I share with you $1 million nugget? Okay. And I have when I do my 3-day seminar, my live experience, I have everyone kind of make a fist and go cha-ching when you ever hear $1 million nugget. So once you hear this, okay, so the $1 million nugget is this. That which comes easiest for you that which comes easiest for you, but hard for others, is what you should charge the most for. That which comes easiest for you, but hard for others, is what you should charge the most for. That's your genius. People pay for your genius. That's your unique gift. So they're writing, so once they're writing, finish writing. Okay. All right, everyone get their hands up, and cha-ching on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cha-ching! Jumping the gun there. All right. Now let's go to 3 M's of message. So all you need is to remember this distinction and make sure every message that you do has 3 parts. If you miss one, it's not going to be as impactful. Miss 2, and it'll be like what most speakers do. Miss 3 and you totally miss the mark. So the 3 M's of message is memorable, meaningful, moving. What's that say? Memorable, meaningful, moving. Again.
Memorable, meaningful, moving.
Again.
Memorable, meaningful, moving.
Again.
Memorable, meaningful, moving.
Once more, twice as loud.
Memorable, meaningful, moving.
So I simplify it into distinctions that's so simple. Make your messages memorable. If it ain't memorable, you're forgotten. If it ain't memorable, you're forgotten. Make it meaningful. If it's not meaningful, it's just clutter. It's just noise. Make it moving. You got to touch people emotionally. Got to touch people emotionally, especially if you're, even if you're dealing with business, people make business decisions based on emotions first, then justify with logic. But you want to move people to action, whether it's for your coaching programs or to take action. Many of you specialize in people, getting them from stuck to unstuck. So you got to make that moving. So this part you already know. Just focus on memorable and meaningful. So those are some key things. Now, deliver your gift. How can you deliver your gift? You could deliver as coaches. Most of the highest paid coaches, they don't call themselves coaches, but they are coaches. If you look at the top speakers, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, authors and people out there, they don't say I'm a coach, but that's what they offer. They offer high-end coaching programs. They position themselves as an authority on a topic, then offer coaching. Coaching is one of the best ways to offer high-end programs, to have people one-on-one or group interaction with you. But there's other ways, through information products, through books, through teleseminars. Now it's a global economy. How many of you have international clients or in Canada or look around? Wow. Give yourselves a round of applause too. That's awesome. So, over the phone, but now once you get your one-on-one practice full, then that's when you got to move to group coaching. That's where you got to move to group coaching. That's where you move to live events. One of the most powerful things, I like to walk around. So, and hey, I haven't seen you in a couple years, I think. So, hey, Laura. So one of the key things, and this is what a lot of top seminar leaders are doing, but it's the most brilliant repackaging, is, I'm just curious, how many of you want to sell high-end, high-ticket items, like more than $10,000? Yes? Okay, good. So for coaching, a lot of people, one of the best repackaging of coaching is under the concept of a mastermind group. Because people buy the association with other like-minded people. So you could repackage your coaching program as a mastermind where you offer your coaching just like you normally do, but then add a monthly or weekly mastermind call or a monthly meeting, so that your value is not all about you, it's about the other people. Because here's the 2 key things that pissed me off in the seminar industry. Start off with Tony Robbins. And in the seminar industry, you go to seminar after seminar, but in the beginning, my life wasn't changing because I was missing 2 things. Number 1 I was missing was coaching. Without coaching in between seminars, your life stays the same. You go back to your environment and you go back to your old habits. The second piece is I didn't have that powerful peer group, that mastermind. So coaching and mastermind is what most events are missing, and you as coaches can provide both. So mastermind is really, yeah, okay, can I get a cha-ching? Thank you.
How do you spell that?
There's two ways, but I use cha-ching. I think someone else uses ka-ching. It was C-H-A-C-H-I-N-G.
It's an S with two vertical lines.
There you go, hey. Exactly, see? You're very visual.
Are we creative?
Yeah, a creative group. And so really, that's all you do is like, and here's the thing, when I did that to my events, my coaching practice, I have programs, I had programs that go anywhere from 7,000 to 18,000. And before, if it was just one-on-one coaching, it wouldn't work. But here's the thing. It's like you ask them, how would you like to not only get coaching from me, but surround yourself with other mastermind members who've invested $10,000 themselves? Because don't you want to hang out, as clients or as coaches, even as coming from a client perspective, when I was joining other people's masterminds, I was thinking, yes, I want to be around people who are willing to invest $20,000 within themselves because they're a higher caliber people than if you go to a seminar and you get a lot of freebie seekers, So that's a big thing. So if you can offer and start wherever you can, it could be 3,000, 5,000, 7, 10,000, whatever feels comfortable for you. But that's a great way because you add more value and then you teach them to teach others. So they get more value in that. Got it? Oh yeah, here's one thing that's really cool. So if I say got it, you say got it, and I'll say good. Got it?
Got it.
Good. See, it's a better energy exchange, which is one of the things. So delivering your gift. Now, I'm going to share with you some neat things. So here's the key things that have helped me in my coaching business. And so I'm going to share with you, those are some key things to define, to design, deliver. We have a short period of time. I'm going to share with you what else you need to really succeed at this, the whole roadmap. So I'll share with you this. So define your uniqueness. You need to learn how to position yourself as an authority because the expert space is getting so crowded these days. Everyone, see,
It's true.
it's true.
Unless you're outrageous, it's not crowded yet.
Exactly. So authority, it's like the only difference between an expert and an authority is someone planting the flag and saying, I'm the authority. It's like being an emperor. Emperors don't get chosen. Hey, can I be emperor? Can I be emperor? They just say, here, I'm the emperor. This is what I'm the best at. And this is how you define it is really, you're unique. You got to find that out through your passion, your skills, your talents, and your life experiences. So those are some key things.
You don't get elected either.
No, not at all. No, so the ones who are real authorities, they define it and then people follow. It's like that's the thing about being a leader. People can't follow you if you're not going anywhere, so you got to make sure you're going and they know where you're going. So unique priceless solution. Now this is, how many of you heard of unique selling proposition? This is what I offer that no one's ever done it this way. It's UPS, unique priceless solution. That's what you'll learn at our 3-day event, plus through my system, you'll learn those key pieces. And once you find out your UPS, game's over. And the secret is find out what you deliver to your clients that's absolutely priceless. And at priceless, how much are they willing to pay for it? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Then find clients who can easily afford your services. That's how you can do it. What would it be worth? What would it be worth if you can help someone, like let's say relationships, get their love of life back, get the passion back in their life? That's priceless. What if you could save, their child, teenage son or daughter from suicide? What would that be worth to them? So look at those pieces that hit the emotions and they consider priceless. They can't put a price tag on, and then that's what you offer. And then you got to know your credibility pieces and your connection pieces. So you got to build credibility for people to know you could do the job, and then a connection. That's what you need with define your uniqueness. So, this is just, she's a client, Catherine Garceau, Olympic medalist. Really helped her. It's more intuitive and customized. This is my gift. And we really helped her define her uniqueness. She speaks at the Raw Food Games and and speaks all over the world right now. Design your message. So this is what you need. You need to know the content and sequence. Everything has to. It's like a recipe. You know, how many of you ever baked cookies before? You know, usually I eat the cookie dough before it gets into the oven. You know, so what if you put the eggs? You know, and I love that Mama Gums, right? That's very memorable. You know, so that's really cool. But what if you put the eggs in last? What would happen with that recipe? It's kind of like, what if you put your credibility way at the end of your presentation? You lost your people, especially, you know, people who are like achievers, drivers. So you got to put that all in. Got to know the sequence and have a powerful call to action. So I hope this video plays. And if not, let's see. Let me just see here. Yeah, I wish there were speakers. Let me see here. Oh, well, it's all right. So she's an NLP trainer in Las Vegas. She spoke in front of real estate, and I should have this finger not up her mouth. Okay. See, and this is the thing. You have fun with it. You know, speaking is a privilege and a gift, and have fun. So I was going to share with you the 3 ways that you can have clients flock to you. It's very simple. Flock is after you speak. You ever see people, after you speak, then people will come, you'll have people lining up to talk to you.
Like the geese.
Yeah, like birds. So they go, shh. You know, it's like the park, you know, where there's, you know, someone throws out bread and they just go, shh, 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 shh. That's what clients will do to you. After you speak, they'll go, you know, right to you. Well, I wish I had. Yeah, everyone go. So imagine, and it's like, oh, it does work just like that, you know. So, okay. Yeah, I don't have the right color. It's all right. So imagine this being a magnet. And you're a client magnet. And why don't you, that's a good affirmation to have, you know. I'm a client magnet. You know, and it's not just any client, it's your ideal clients, the people who you love to work with. Stop focusing on target markets, start focusing on ideal clients, the people who you love to work with. My ideal clients are people who are passionate about what they do, who want to make a difference with others, who are committed and taking action, willing to invest in themselves. I come from, you know, just wide background, but I enjoy it if they believe that there's something bigger than themselves, that they do have some spiritual foundation, just because it's a lot of heavy lifting without it. So, but client magnet, there's 2 things, all you got to do. And I think some coaches here are really good, and you could teach you can teach those things to those people in a business sense. So all you got to do to be a client magnet is be happy and have fun. What's that say? Be happy, have fun. Again.
Be happy, have fun.
Again.
Be happy, have fun.
Again.
Be happy, have fun.
Again.
Be happy, have fun.
Once more, twice as loud.
Be happy, have fun.
Thank you. So turn to a neighbor and say, give them a high five and say, I'm having fun. Because have you ever been like, you know, like just so on like cloud 9, so happy, you weren't even looking for clients, and then people start coming to you? It's like, you know, it's just one of those things. You become the magnet. People want to hang around people who are having fun and happy. How many of you want to hang around unhappy people and people who don't have fun? You know? And so it's simple. It's simple, but it's not it's like it's common sense, but not common practice. So this is the thing, be happy, have fun. And if all you do is go out there, be happy, have fun, people say, I don't know what you got, but I want some of that. You know, it's like, and then they'll ask, what do? You seem so happy. You know, and so that's one of the key things is just be happy, have fun. And here's another distinction. Highest energy wins. Highest energy wins. So especially you, when you're speaking in the group, you got to have more energy than pretty much 99% of the room, everyone in the room. Because if you're at a level here, your audience is here. If you're level here, then your audience is here. Your audience will rarely go higher than you do. So when you're doing even questions of how many of you, and you're raising your hand, you want to go up high, because if you go like this, they're not raising their hand. But everyone, just do this real quick. Like, when you're doing, how does that feel? It feels like it's like impotent. It feels, well, the definition is not power. I don't know what you guys are thinking of. Yeah. So, but it feels powerless, right? So if you go do this straight up in the air. How does that feel? Do you feel confident? Exactly. So when you're speaking, set yourself up to win by being confident. By doing this, you're showing you're confident. And other people are doing like, how many of you like this, but you're just getting, if you're going halfway, you're going to get half-assed results, halfway results. So be happy, have fun. Highest energy wins. Highest energy wins, but it's really the highest positive energy wins. Highest positive energy. People are looking. We're in dark times that people are looking for light. In darkness, everything flocks to light. Yeah. Well, I got to keep that. That's a winner. How many of you like that? So in darkness, everything flocks to light, because they're in that dark tunnel and you're the light. And when you shine that light, they start coming to you. That's how you flock them over. Yep. Yeah. Flock them over. It's a verb. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let me just double check. Okay, better get going. So anyway, she spoke in front of real estate agents. Her conversion percent just for a free session was only 11%. She spoke in front of 45 people. Only 5 people signed up for a free session. That's horrible. But after she used my powerful call to action script, she moved from 11% to 80% in her first time out. She's spoken from 15 people in a continuing education course, 12 people enrolled into a free session. It's really knowing what to say. Now that's for a free session. What about for a paid consultation? I recommend doing it for paid consultations in groups of 50 or more, because this script is so powerful that you won't have time to do 40 free sessions, at least like in a week or 2 weeks. So for a paid session, this is Ann C. She wrote 7 Great Lies of Network Marketing, and she had a group of 150 people. She offered it for $97 consultation, your free session. Enroll 53% of the room. If you do the math, that's like $8,000 plus all the back end from all the people continue on with their services. Now, if your clients paid you for your free session or your introductory session, how much more likely do you think they are to continue on with coaching? A lot more than just free, right? So this is very powerful. How many of you would like to see how this works? This script works. Okay. So I'll just go through. Yep. Real quick. So here, maybe if you could pass out the blank sheets with the name, email stuff. So this is how it works. What you do is you first hand out the forms, make the forms simple, like name, email, phone number, something very simple. You don't want to put all this stuff because people get confused. If you just do name, email, phone number, then it won't work. And there's 5 parts. It's the pre-frame. You got to let them know that you're going to talk about your coaching. Second is you got to show value and proof, like social proof. Third is you got to make your offer. Fourth is you got to command and direct action. You got to literally tell them what to do. And then fifth is wrap up, like what's going to happen afterwards. So I've done this many times, but I'll share with you, like even having this, even if you spoke and you had this as a note to check it in. But here's how it would work. So it's like what I'd like to do right now is to take a few moments to share with you how my coaching program works. Now, I gave you all a sheet of paper. It looks like this, and I'll have that sheet of paper. Now, take a moment and find your sheet of paper. Olympic athletes. Everyone have a sheet of paper? You're talking about this one? Yeah, that one. Are we out?
This one. Oh, this one.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, the one that's just handed out. Okay, perfect. Now, all Olympic athletes all have one thing in common. Do you know what it is? A coach, thank you. And by show of hands, how many of you would agree that you'd be more likely to follow through and on your goals and commitments if you were working with a coach? Well, that's exactly why I offer my coaching program, to help people like you achieve at your best. Now, your free breakthrough strategy session will be 30 minutes, and during your breakthrough strategy session, you'll gain crystal clarity on your goals and vision. We'll also uncover any hidden challenges that may be sabotaging your success, and you'll leave this session renewed, re-energized, and refreshed to make your vision a reality. Now, during our time together, I'll give you everything I got, and if you want to take it further during our session, I'll show you how. So take a moment right now. Take a moment with your sheet, bring out your pen. Take a moment right now. Where asked for your name, jot your name down. Where asked for your phone number, jot down the best number to reach you at. And where asked for your email, jot your email address down. And if you want, I'm going to offer a free gift today. I have this special report called the 5 Critical Mistakes That Leave Most Speakers Broke. And so if you want to avoid those mistakes, you'll get that in your when you pass those forms in. So take a moment to fill that out. Now, has everyone completed their form that would like a free coaching session? So for this particular one, if you want a strategy session on how to use speaking to attract more clients and get clarity on how to incorporate speaking to your business, fill that form out. So has everyone completed their form that would like a free coaching session? Good? Okay, now I want you guys to pass it all into the center. Pass those forms in all to the center. Pass it into the center. Good.
Quick question, you're actually making that offer to us?
Yes, it's a real offer too, and I'm walking you through it. Okay? Yeah. So pass it into the center. Pass those forms. Great. Take a moment. Pass those forms to the center. And those of you who filled out a form will receive a call from my office in the next day to set up your coaching call. Okay. You want a form? Okay. Is anyone not using their form? Great. Here you go. And baby, if you could take out. And that's my wife, Chica. So everyone say hi, Chica.
Hi, Chica.
Okay. And pass those in. And so what happens is this. On average, I get 50 to 80% of the room filling that out. Can you see how short and simple that is? It only takes a few minutes. The best part is it took less than 5 minutes and added thousands to our bank account. So it's very simple. I mean, even here, it's about 50% of the room. You know, that's the thing. When you become specific, that's what you could do. And this copywriting script, and copyright. If you hired a copywriter to write this for you, this would cost you a pretty penny, you know. I mean, on average, if you hired a professional copywriter to create a call to action, what would that go for? Would you say?
Well, is that a one-page script?
Yeah, it's a one-page script. That converts 50 to 80% of the room.
We want the coach discount.
Not for you, but yeah.
Well, that's not a short answer because
Yeah,
because I have to get to know you first.
Exactly.
To write the script, I pay $450, but to get to know you would at least double that.
Exactly. So usually about 1,000 to anywhere for 1,000, 2,000. And if you hired, and then there's bad copywriters who charge that much. So to find a good one that works, exactly. So that's the thing. Getting the script is very powerful. Client getting conversations. How many of you would like to convert more of your clients during your sessions? You know, it's like with this is what you need. So this is just a client right here, Teresa Doolard. So with a few tweaks to her free session questions and scripts, she increased her rates by 66% to 100. She nearly doubled it. Went from 3-month coaching contracts. And if you're doing monthly, stop it. Stop it. Okay? She went from 3 months. Yeah, cha-ching. So, and see, I'm not holding back. I just want to save you time and energy and all the frustration. And she went from 3 months to having coaching clients go for 6 months to a year. The beauty of that is you don't have to go search for more clients, and you can start serving. And the best part is she increased her closing ratio. So start speaking now. You'll learn how to speak different places, UCLA. I spoke at the MBA program at UCLA by one simple email that said, if you ever need a guest speaker, I'd be happy to guest speak at no cost. That's what I did, by the way, in an email. Nice to meet you, Brian. Hey, if you ever need a guest speaker, I'd be happy to guest speak at no cost. The at no cost is priceless because it positions you as someone of value and someone who's a guest, someone who is a paid speaker, you have something to offer. So in this system, you get to learn that. But really, I'm not selling you the system. If you want to know more about it, you could talk to me afterwards. And so world-class speakers' secrets, you need to know how to engage and captivate the audience to become magnetic. Have you noticed my style being very engaging and keep you up and going versus other speakers that are beep, beep, and that's really it. So, but it's really the thing is, and I did beep it. Oops, I better point this way. Perfect. Okay, so it's really, once you engage people, you can have people want everyone. This is what looks like. Okay. So 6-figure year, 6-figure weekend roadmap. So you get the whole roadmap. Let me just show you a quick roadmap on how to add an extra $129,600 to your business. So if you just speak one time a month, is that a lot? Yes or no? And if you speak in front of just 20 people, would that be a lot of people? Actually, this would be about twice as much as that. But one time a month, so 20 times 12 months, that's 240 people you speak to. Now, using the call to action, you'll enroll 50 to 80%. Let's just say you do 50. That's 120 sessions that you'll provide. Now, using my client getting conversation script, it enrolls anywhere from 30 to 50%. But when you find your ideal client, and when you know that they're almost meant to work with you, it's usually higher to 80%. But let's say you just convert 3 out of 10, so 30%. That's 36 new clients every year. 36 new clients every year, just by speaking one time a month. That's 3 new clients just by doing that. And the average coach, where it's not too high, not too low, let's just say it's $500 a month, and times 6 months, that's $3,000 per client. So 3,000 times 3,000 per client, that's $108,000 just by one speaking engagement a month. It really is, when you use this system, and that's the thing, to simplify it on how it works. If you just do one speaking engagement a month, using this system, that's $108,000. Now, how many of you would like to add an extra $108,000 to your bank account? One speaking engagement. Now, 20%, on average, 20% renew, so that's $21,600. So that's where you get the $129,600. So, but the beauty of this is this works whether you speak in groups of 40, groups of 100, or if you speak multiple times a month. So if you want the 7-figure roadmap, the 7-figure roadmap is speak twice in front of 100 people twice a month. That's 7 figures. But the truth is, you have more free sessions than you could deal with. So you're going to have to hire coaches on your team to handle it. Or with the script, you could hire an admin or an assistant and convert clients for you. Because it's really that process of questions, of finding out their goals, their challenges, and then that part, that can be outsourced. Is this cool? Yes. All right. Let me just flip through strategy and tactics. You need strategy. If you take all the action, if you take massive action without the right strategy, you'll never get there. You could go east all day long, never find the sunset. I forgot, Jim Rohn said this: if you motivate an idiot being someone who doesn't have a strategy, all you get is a motivated idiot. True. They need strategies. So here's a system. I'm just going to quickly go through it. You get 6 master classes, which was really all those different pieces of define your uniqueness, design your message, and then your client getting conversations, engage the audience, how to get speaking engagements, and also the 6-figure roadmap. You get the done-for-you templates, roadmaps, and scripts on how to get clients, and also the powerful call to action. You get 1 ticket to my 3-day 6-figure speaking secrets live experience, $19.95 value. This is at our last event. We're limited to about 80 to 100 people. We only have about 25 seats left. Write these dates down. It's November 11th through 13th. It's going to be in Anaheim, California, at the Anaheim Crowne Plaza. And so November 11th through 13th. Now, these are some videos, but I don't think it's loud enough. So it's just a bunch of people, bunch of coaches sharing their experience. But the main thing that they get is clarity on their message. They also be able to speak more confidently on stage. But what they really get to learn is 3 things. Number 1 is they get to define their uniqueness on what makes you unique in the world, what positions you as an authority. The second piece is how to engage the audience, how to position yourself and take ownership of the stage, because the stage is your platform and people are here to see you. The best thing about speaking is undivided attention. Think about it. You can't get people to watch a video for more than 2 minutes these days. But when you're in a seminar, when you're speaking, I have you for 45 minutes. There's no other way. If you're at home in an office, you can't even get someone's attention for more than 2 minutes. So that's the best part. All right. So this is yesterday's. Let me see. You get a digital version of the master classes, but so you get this. Okay, here are the bonuses. Get the 6 Q&A laser coaching calls. So you really get to talk and share your business and get hot seat coaching. You also get lifetime membership to all future versions and upgrades. So you pretty much get full lifetime support. You also get a resource guide. That's the biggest thing. Save time. How would you like to save time? By not having to shop around, figure out yourself, trial and error of who's really good, who's not. That's the big thing for speakers. You also get 20 hours of master interviews with 6- and 7-figure speaking masters. So that was with Brian Tracy and a bunch of top speakers, Joel Bauer. All these people are great. Topher Morrison. You get a bring a friend a ticket. So let me see here. Money back guarantee. So if you did decide and want to talk to me a little bit afterwards, you get a money back guarantee. If you go through the system, go to the event, and if you feel this wasn't exactly what you had to, totally what you wanted, then you get your money back. So summary sheets. How many of you would like some summary sheets on what I just covered? So, baby, if you could pass out the summary sheets. And so, group bonus, this is for yesterday, but I could still extend it. Fast action bonus, you get to skyrocket your speaking business strategy session. This is from yesterday. Is the event pricing, today only. But really, because of coaches and I want to work with you, what's that, you have that? Okay, great. So instead of this was at the last event, it'll be just $297, just because I want to support coaches. $297. And so, here, let me show you some tips real quick. This is the magic. You want to go to price justification. In everything, if you're selling anything, go to price justification. Write this down. If all this system did was blank, would it be worth it to you? So if all my coaching program did was blank, would it be worth it for you? So this is the thing. You want to set the price, and then you want to justify it. So it's, if all this system did was add an extra 6 figures to your business, would it be worth it to you? If all this system did was define your uniqueness to position you as the authority, would it be worth it to you? If all this did was allow you to reach and get your message out to more people out there who desperately need to hear your message, would that be worth it to you? And so this is what you want to do, price justification. And then the next piece you want to do is you want to handle your objections up front. And then the objections up front is, but what if? So you handle, let me share with you the top 3 questions I get. But what if I don't have the time or it doesn't fit in my schedule to do this? Well, great. Well, the master classes, they have recordings and also the live event. If you can't make the one in November, we'll be doing it several times in Southern California next year in 2012. So you could transfer it over. But what if I don't have the money? If you don't have the money, you definitely need this more than anyone else. The reason why is it gets you clients, but the other piece is I got this special bonus session on how to raise capital for your coaching business without banks. I got a text message from one of my clients. She raised $30,000 for her business by using a script on how to get investors from your circle of network without using a bank. And it's so powerful because the number one reason why businesses fail, the money runs out. The money runs out that they can't continue. And so this is a way where you could raise money, so you could hire, the graphic design, so you could hire coaches, so you could get the support you need. That alone is worth it. It's a bonus part in this session. So that's pretty much it. Looking forward to working with you. Join us at our next event. Like I said, this is just yesterday's presentation. If you're interested, just come see me in the back and be happy to answer any questions. I hope, it's just really definitely an honor and pleasure to serve you guys because I love, it's like I've been coaching for a while and I know how hard it is out there. And it really, pardon language, it really sucks when you can't, how many of you out there have ever charged less than what you should have to a client? How did that feel? It's horrible. So this is a way where you can charge what you're worth, feel good about it, and have your client say, thank you for allowing me to be a client. So thank you very much. It was definitely an honor. Thank you.